Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video about the difference between stripping and rupturing the membranes because that's been one of the blog posts that has gotten the most views on my website recently. So when I was doing my training to become a doula and learning all of the different procedures and techniques and words for everything, the one that I kept getting confused about was stripping the membranes versus rupturing the membranes. And I'm not quite sure why, because it is pretty obvious when you actually sit down and think about it. So I wanted to break it down for you in case some of you were also a bit confused like I was. So stripping the membranes, which is also known as a membrane sweep, is when your doctor or midwife inserts a clean and gloved finger inside of you, into the vagina and into the cervix to separate the amniotic sac from the uterus. And what that does is it releases prostaglandins, which can possibly start labor. It's a good way to start that if you're around 40 or 41 weeks, and that's usually when they start to suggest it and offer it to you. The easiest and least time-consuming method of inducing labor, so that's why it's usually offered first before anything else. And sometimes even in your appointments leading up to your due date, when you're around 40 weeks or so, they might just do it anyhow. Always your choice though if you want them to do it. So you can definitely opt out of it. You can say don't do it, or you do want to do it. It's always up to you. And it's important that you never do it on your own. It is considered medical intervention and you should never try doing it by yourself. Always have your care provider do it for you. Rupturing the membranes is when your care provider inserts an amni hook inside to actually rupture the sac of water. And an amni hook actually looks like a crochet hook. If you can see that, it's basically the same thing. It's just a bit bigger and it's a medical tool. So they insert it up into the vagina through the cervix and break your water with it. And doing that will actually bring on contractions. Usually your water breaks on its own. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes your care provider will want to break it for you. But it should only be done if your cervix is already ripe and you're already a bit dilated, because if it's done too early, then you do risk cord prolapse, which is when the umbilical cord slips down beneath the baby's head and gets caught between that and the cervix, which can be very dangerous. So it's important that they do it when it's the right time, and it's also important that you never do it on your own also. Both of these things, stripping and rupturing membranes, are done by your care providers, never by you. Not every woman's water does break naturally. Sometimes the doctor does need to do it for you, and sometimes they will even determine it doesn't need to be done, and in which case your baby could be born on call, which is French meaning in the sac, which is said to be good luck. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Your water might not even break. But if it does, if it doesn't break, don't try breaking it on your own. Only your care provider should be doing that. And this is also only ever done with your consent. You can choose for them not to break it if you don't want it broken. Your consent is always very important. You have a say. It is always your choice because it's your body. So I hope now you have a bit of a better understanding between the difference of stripping the membranes and rupturing the membranes. It is pretty simple when you think about it, but sometimes you just need to break it down a little bit. So I want to know, have any of you had either procedure done? What was your experience with it? You can let me know in the comment section, and you can check out my website, www.silverbirth.com, for the full blog post about this, and also for lots more interesting blog posts. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.